G'day, hi, how is everyone? My name's Steve Hay and this is Woodworking Masterclass. Michael, g'day. Bob's not here. I think the grandkids are having dinner in the house, so he'll be up there hoping for a free handout. Oh, this is just going to be a quick one. What I thought I'd do is share how to do shading with Marquetry. I'm trying to forget that terrible stream I did on Monday with the cabriole leg. It haunts me. I'm over it, so I thought I'd do some Marquetry. That's friendlier. What I've done, I've cut out a couple of Pateras, or Pateras, or whatever you want to call. They're a design that, I think that the history behind it, it is a shallow platter that the Romans used to use in Roman times. And then in about the 1700s, it became incorporated in plasterwork in ceilings with Kent, and I don't know if Kent was around there, but brothers Adams, William Kent, Chippendale, they started using this particular design in plasterwork on ceilings, and later on it found its way into furniture through marquetry and veneers. So I've done one, and I thought I would show you not so much how to cut them out, because that's just great scroll saw work, but how to get the finished article. So what I've got here, I don't think I need all this, do I? Let me just move these out of the way. Oh dear. There we go. What? I've forgotten what I was going to say there. Yeah, all I do to scorch my stuff, oh that's right, I was going to show you what I did. There you go. That's all the pieces laid out there. If we can get a clear shot of it. That's all the pieces laid out there. So I've got to put those into a background, and then I will burn them, which I'm about to do now, and we'll lay them in and see what the finished design comes up like. Pretty excited. All I use is sand, which is ordinary river sand. It's very fine, so I guess you could use playground sand and just get all the big chunky bits out. And an insulated spoon, which is really, really handy. A longer handle is even better. And a pair of tweezers. I personally prefer these tweezers because the pressure, they self-pressurise. I think they're called reverse tweezers. So I can hold a piece of veneer and I don't have to put pressure on it. Whereas if you're doing a lot of scorching and a lot of burning, you'll find with the normal tweezers, after a while you start to lose your thumb feeling, which isn't very nice. Marco, hello, good morning to you. It's going to be nice and warm in here because I'm going to light the fire in a minute and we'll do some marquetry. That's the basic thing. This is just an ordinary gas cylinder. This is a 2 kilo one. It's pretty full, I think. Yep, so it'll last me for a long time. And here's the background. These are the wasters that I used. You can see, let's go on this one here. There you go, that's the waste. So you throw those away. And then this is one part of the inside, and then I have another one that I've already completed. So we'll see how these go together. The first thing I do with this is get some of the bookbinding contact that you can buy from newsagents or Office Supply Works. It works a treat. Make sure your work area is pretty clean. And we'll just lie this down here. And we'll just cut a section out that's about the size we need. There you go. That's just ordinary clear contact. You don't have to do it this way, but when there's a lot of little pieces, this is a really great way of holding all your work together. And you're working with this, we're working from the back. If I do a basic marquetry course, I actually get people to work from the front because it's a lot easier. But this one will work from the back. And that's how that looks. So as I scorch these pieces, I'm going to place them in the places they're meant to go. So all right, let's light the fire. I might give you 3 cams on this one. And you can see exactly what I'm doing. Wait for the sand to heat up. You can use black sand, any sort of sand really. I've actually gone to the beach on occasions and got a bucket of beach sand and washed it and cleaned it. It does the job. Because all you want it to do is just transfer heat. There we go. Ow! Haven't even been out for a coffee today. Shocking. And what I want to do, I want to give a 3D effect. That's why I'm going to scorch this. And I just want to scorch the ends. And that is it. All right. So we'll get a bit of test. Got any down here? No, I'll just go over here and grab some veneer, if I can find some. Oh, actually there's some there. We'll use this. I'll just cut a little bit off. So then we can tell if the sand is hot enough. It's starting to discolour a little bit. Give it a couple more seconds and we should be good to rock and roll. You've got to be very careful with this because it gets extremely hot. The other thing is, it's a good trick, which I should do, is because the spoon gets so hot and I work on a self-healing plastic mat, I put it down on forever burning holes in it. So I've got a piece of timber here. So when I'm not using the spoon, I put the timber, the hot part of the spoon on the timber. Hey Krista, how are you? Lovely to have you on board. Okay, now we're starting to rock and roll. You can see that's starting to burn on the end. Give it a couple more seconds. But if I had it that thin, that colour, and just left it like that, I would find when I come to clean it up and rub it back, we'll actually do a test bit. I'll rub it back with sandpaper. I've taken nearly all of the colour out of it. So you always go a bit darker than you want because you're going to lose some. Ed, g'day mate, how are you? You're going to lose some when you're cleaning up. So always go darker than you think you need. Give this a go. Keith, watching from Japan. Oh, konnichiwa. Okay, that's really, ow! That gets hot. That's a good colour. So that's what we'll do. And the reason for the spoon is I then pick up the sand and dip it in the spoon and I can regulate how much heat gets on. So let's do the first one. There we go. I'll do the other end. And believe me, that veneer is very, very hot. That wasn't meant to happen. I got a little bit too much flame out and it actually burnt the edge of the timber. So I'll turn that down a bit. There we go. There we go. So that's the first bit. Then I've got number 1 marked here. And I know that's the number 1 bit. So then I just slide that in there. A little bit of a repair to do later on. You can just see there's a little bit of light showing through there. Where it got burnt, which it shouldn't have. Anyway, we'll move on to the next one. These things happen. Can't be helped. These are really fun to do. And I mean, you can buy them for, I don't know, maybe $15. It definitely costs more than $15 to make, but there's that satisfaction of knowing you've done something that not everyone does. Let me put this one in. And these are cut. Let me just see if I can move this around and give you a bit of squizzy at what I'm doing. There you go. These are cut on purpose with gaps in them there, because what we'll do when we finished is I'll rub a mud or a putty or something in there, and that gives me accent lines. So when it's finished, it will look quite nice. I'm hoping. And I've got one that I've already done, which I'll cut the oval out. I'm not sure if I'm happy with the size, the size of the oval, so I might make another oval. But we can have a look anyway. And with the spoon you can actually basically pick the parts you want burnt by just gently putting it into place. See how that just stays there so it doesn't fall out? Good idea, I think. It's like watching paint dry or grass grow, but the end result is something that's quite beautiful. No, and it can't be as chatty as I normally am because I have to concentrate on this. And different timbers burn at different rates. So, you know, if you get one timber and you've got to keep it in there for a while, don't think that applies to all species of timber, because it doesn't. I just looked up. I've got another camera here that the video will come off of, and I was just making sure that it was in shot. And it was. Very therapeutic doing these. I enjoy. I think marquetry is my most favoured part of furniture making or box making, whichever the case may be. At the moment, it's boxes. Nice and quiet too. You got the hum of the gas burner. If it's taken too long to burn, just get another spoonful of. There you go. Spoonful of sand from the bottom of the trough. Okay. Doesn't look like much at the moment, but it will. I don't know if you've been following the box that I've been doing, but it's going to go in the top of the box. In fact, I found some little mistakes on the box, which I've fixed up, which I'll show you in a tick. Get this one done. And in fact, I like things when they don't go according to plan because it challenges you to think and to think on your feet, which is always a good thing. So what I did with this box, there was an area here that I thought when I put the solid, let me just change it over. When I put the solid edging on, the veneer was chipped, but I thought the solid edging would cover the chip, but it didn't. So I could have filled it with putty. The only thing with that is, when you fill it with putty, you can always notice the putty. So what I did was, got a bit creative and cut a quadrant out and put it in there. And then I did it on the side and then on the top. So all of a sudden, now we've got quite a nice little design with quadrants all the way around. And the Patera that I'm making now is going to sit in the middle of that box. And you'll notice none of that box has been sanded yet, and it won't get sanded until I've finished all the bits of marquetry and everything that's going to go into it. What have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I've got 5 bits left. Well, that's lucky. Because you want, we've got Gilberto, good evening from all the way from halfway around the world from Texas. Mate, I want to go to Texas soon, but it's my Texas in Australia, not Texas over there. I go there and get timber. Actually, I was talking to a friend of mine about an hour ago, and he said, oh, when are we going back out to Texas? Slightly smaller population than where you are. There's only 620 people living in the town. I was talking to someone the other day, I forget who it was, from Texas in the US, and they said, I've got more people in my street than that. There you go. All right, which way are we going? I'm confusing myself. See, that's what happens when I talk. Okie dokie. Starting to come together. When you cut these out too, you'll notice that what you can see here is cardboard. it's really good practice to either put brown paper or newspaper or something on, in this case it's on the back of the veneer, but normally if you're using straight veneer, I would put it on the front of the veneer, and then you can glue it down and then take the paper off and your design's going to be exposed, which is really nice. Where are we? Here we go. Getting there, getting there. 3 more bits to go, and then we've got some little bits, and then we'll fill it and have a look, see how it looks. Now you can make these with a coping saw, a fret saw, and a jig, or in this case I used a scroll saw to do it. And you make a packet up of 4 pieces of veneer, because these are made in 2 colours. So you cut both colours at once. The bonus of that is you actually end up with 2 pateras of opposite colours. So if you're making one for a box or something like that, once you make one, you actually have another one there that you can use on another project. I'm just trying to work this one out. Oh, there we go. Nearly there. You can tell how hot it gets. Look at that spoon, it's singed. Actually, I'm gonna, when I start doing blacksmithing again, I'm gonna make a nice long spoon. I think about 8 inches long would be nice. Okay, pat it down nicely. Now this last piece. There we go. Got to jiggle that last bit in. So it's a nice snug fit. Now if I hold that up to the light, you're going to see light actually coming through that, and that's what I want, because I want to put some clay in there and we'll colour that up. But we've got these bits here to fit yet, and you don't burn those, because they are what's going to cause the shadow over this, and the centrepiece here is what is going to cause the shadow that we've put in there. You'll see what I mean in a minute. So now I've just got to put these little bits in. It's great if you can remember where they go and you have them numbered, but because they They're all different shapes. They will only fit in the hole they came out of, so it's not really that hard. It's just a bit like a jigsaw puzzle, I suppose. See how easy they just fit in there like that? If they don't quite fit, they're the wrong one. And that one will fit in there, I reckon, which it does. And again, with that contact paper, they're not going to drop out. And of course, the lower you go, the less you got to put in, the easier they are to fit. These are great designs for cabinets or serving trays or boxes or whatever. They're just so much fun to do. Okay, now you can have a look at that. You see these lines with the light coming through. What I'm going to do now is get, I don't know what colour actually, I might go really dark brown or black. I might go really dark brown. And we'll fill that with a coloured putty. If I've got some walnut there, that'll do. I was going to go black, but I think really dark brown will most likely make it look. No, really dark brown will make it look good. So that's what we'll do. You know, you could, this is Timbermate, which is a putty that I use, made in Australia. It's terrific stuff. But you could use plaster Paris. We don't need the heater on anymore. You could use plaster Paris just as easily and put some brick colours in there to give it the colour you want. Just going to water this down, make a slurry out of it if I can. There we go. I don't want it too watery, but I don't want it too hard either. I'm just going to adjust this camera here. There we go. That's it. The other advantage of having the contact on it is that this doesn't bleed through too much. Okay, now it's just a question of rubbing that in, and we're rubbing it into those cracks that were made on purpose. Might be a little bit watery, but I reckon we'll get by. Be under my fingernails for the next month. Really push it into those cuts. It's a little bit wetter than I'd like it, but as I said, we'll just leave it dry overnight, it'll be good. And I think we'll just see how much has come through. And little bits of it have come through, but that'll clean off. But you can see the lines now have definition in them. I've got a little bit to go here, we haven't quite got those in yet. I'll work it in a bit more. There you go. Where's that bit there? There. All right, just wipe my finger off. Messy. Have a drink too while I'm at it, I think. Oh, okay. I might just wrap that up. And put it somewhere between two heavy pieces, which are just about there. And then when it's dry, this is the other one I made at the same time, that just all rubs off. And that's what we're looking at. So now I'll cut this, and this is the negative of the one I did before. And the way I cut them is I work out what size I want and then make a Perspex template to place over the top and get what I think is about right, which is pretty close to that, I think. I think this is going to be too big, but I'll cut it anyway, and then I'll make another oval template tomorrow, and we can always cut it down to size. And just put your hand on there, grab your knife, wherever that may be. Here we go. Careful not to move it, and then you just score in sections around that template. Oops, I've frozen. Oh no! It's got to change hands, wait a minute. There we go. And don't use too much pressure. Doesn't matter how long it takes. Well, let me see if I can take this off one-handed. See how I go. There you go. Move that. If you don't get all the way through, it's okay, but you've got to have a fairly good definition line, so when you take the template off, you can see where to cut. I just felt that move a fraction too. It's all right. So I like Perspex for this. And how I get my ovals, I used to do it a manual way, but then I discovered Word on the computer, and you can have whatever shapes you want, whatever size you want. I then print that off, put it onto some MDF, and then cut the MDF to size, make sure that I've got it even, and then I can put it over the top of some Perspex. And I use a router bit, a profile follower, and then I get an exact copy of that oval in Perspex. What do we got? Here's one I made earlier. I like it, was just thinking I'm going to have to wait to see how this turns out. Well, you saw how it turned out, because the beauty of these things is when you make one, you're actually making two, because you're using a dark and a light, and then you're making a negative. So if you've got I don't know which one I'm going to put on the box. I don't know whether I'll put this one or the other one. We'll have a look in a minute. So if you're doing this for a commission, you're laughing because you're getting paid to make two, but you're only charging for one. So you charge them as if you've made the one, and then you've got a spare one you can put on something else. I think it took me a fair bit of time to cut this one out yesterday, only because the foot control pedal on my scroll saw broke, and I had to go and buy a new foot pedal. But look, I don't know what they take. They might take, if you're doing a lot of them, you'd most likely do them in half an hour, 3/4 of an hour. And they're good to do because you're not forever taking your blade out. A lot of pierced work, you're stopping the machine and taking your blade out and starting on another piece, whereas with these, once you've cut that centre out, then everything's done within that oval. Just these short grain bits here are a bit of a pest. trick is not to be in a hurry. Because if you're in a hurry, you tend to push a little bit too hard. And then if you have a miscut, I'm pushing pretty hard on this. If you have a miscut, you can go skating straight over the design and it's ruined. I might actually at some later stage film the actual process of cutting the design, but as far as the stream goes, I don't think it'll be very successful because you do need a lot of concentration with it. So I'm tempted to break that and I thought, no, I won't, I'll cut it. Only a couple of passes. There we go. Where's that centre? That centre sits in there. So, choices, choices, choices. Do I inlay? Actually, that looks quite nice. I think I might inlay this one. That looks pretty alright, goodness. I don't know whether to make it smaller or leave it that size. Don't know. That'll be when the person you have given it, as a friend who says, they like that design. Yeah, well, it could be. Could be. Then you'd charge them an extra $350 and do it again. Actually, that's not too bad. We have that there. I might even inlay it into the box. Where's a measuring thing? Why is it you can never find what you're looking for when you're looking for it? Oh, this'll do. This will do. Yeah, I don't mind that. We don't need that anymore. I'll put that down. Oh. And this one I'll put back over here. Now we'll just work out to get it central. That's pretty close to there. I'll move it a smidge in there. That's good there. That's good there. That's good there. Okay, so they're good. Mark that there and there. I think I might have moved it sideways, so we'll just double check that. There you go. And that should be centered, I think. That will do me. All right, sticky tape, sticky tape, sticky tape. Now that's there. G'day Brad, how are you mate? And then we just stick that down with sticky tape. Oh no, I've run out of sticky tape. No, don't tell me. Got to have some more. Wait a minute. Let's see if I've got any more over here. I've got heaps of masking tape because I'm always running out of that, but I don't know. Oh, hang on, I'll just go up the other shed and grab some sticky tape so we can put that on. Oh, now I've locked myself in the shed. How would that happen? Oh dear. There you go. Oh, it's dark too. I haven't got any more stick. I don't believe that. Running out of sticky tape. No, we'll use masking tape then. That's all right, we'll use masking tape. I'd use contact, only it's not strong enough. But we'll try it this way. That's it. We'll see if we can do it. Luckily, the parent timber's soft. It's a burl, so we might get away with it. If not, we can do something else. Whoops, for a bit of a wander there. Get out of it. Okay, so where I've cut, I'll just use that sticky tape again to cover it up or re-hold it down, which is why I like to have a lot of sticky tape. If we don't have it, we don't have it. We have to adapt. There you go. Now, I don't know if this is going to be nice to me or not, but if it is, it's a great example to show why I use hide glue. What have we got, eh, Graham? You join me on your 60th, but mate, you're just a pup. You just got out of your teenage years. Happy birthday, mate. I hope Sir gives you breakfast in bed. You tell her I said it's okay to spoil you once a year. Got some other people coming too. Brad, g'day. I'm learning Aussie from watching you. Ripatooty, mate. No, Bullamakanka, straight up and down, Reggie Didge. Absolutely. What that means is hello. River Arts, morning from the UK. What's that, Graham? Thanks, Steve. Doesn't feel like I am. She does that. Oh, well, there you go. You got a diamond there, mate. Now, the only time I feel that I'm that old is when I ache. Had a big day today. Sold a couple of machines. It was nice. What am I doing? I've already done that one, haven't I? Yeah. Watch what I'm doing. And got an inspection on my toilet up in the student shed. And that's all goes. So I've got to do some plastering on the weekend. And then the plumber's going to come in and fit my toilet and my basin. That's it. I'll put a mattress out there and Bob and I will be right. Oh, look, you don't feel like a pup. Mate, I'll tell you what, I had a cramp this morning in both my calf muscles, and instead of making my feet go that way, they came backwards. I couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't move my legs. I had to wriggle out of bed and on the floor, and then I had to do the cheek walk to a wall, put my feet on the wall and stretch my calf muscles. Oh, and I tell you what, they still hurt. But some magnesium tablets, doesn't seem to have made any difference at all. A mate of mine, he's 74, he said, growing old's not for wusses. And then my young grandson, I went and picked up a beautiful old cedar chest. I might have talked about it on a stream the other day. And I'm going to restore it, but I'll restore it live. It's missing a drawer and someone's painted it white and all that rubbish. Anyway, we had to go up to the tip first so I could empty the trailer to pick it up. And took my grandson up with me. And I said, you going to wear boots? No, it's all right. Okay. So he wore thongs. Dropped a great big lump of wood on his foot. I said, I bet you please you got your safety thongs on. He sort of looked at me a bit strange. And then when we got home, he said, I didn't whinge, did I? I said, no, you didn't. But if you'd had your boots on, it wouldn't have hurt at all. Okay. Now, I'm hoping I've cut all the way around on that. I have almost nearly I have. It's a bit around here. I was talking to Theo today. He said you might come round tomorrow. So if he comes around, we might stream, but we might just go for a coffee as well. I don't know. I think that's nearly got it all. It's a little bit around here. Okay. Keep that there, that there. And we'll see if we can get this big chunk out. See, the pain is what I go through all the time in cleaning up the morphine shop. You poor thing, Michael. Feel sorry for you. Oh, thanks, in the maze. Appreciate that. Into the maze. Here we go. Actually, I do need a light. Well, I had another light. Oh, good on me. I'll have a flat battery there soon. Been using this today, and I think battery's just about gone on. I'll just see if I can find another light that I had. Light is the marquetry worker's friend, I tell you. No. I've got no idea. Hang on, I'll put some new batteries in this. I don't know what sort of batteries they take. I'll have a look, see. 3 of those. Okay. I'm hoping these aren't dead. Who's that? That my wife or my dog? Neither. There we go. Throw those away. I'll try these. I guess that goes in there like that and goes like that. Fingers crossed. Oh, look at that. Yes, we have light. Oh, don't we have light? Now, it'd be really good if I could find something. Oh, there you go. Look at that, ever resourceful. There you go, good use for a 5.5 plane. A lamp stand. I bet you when they made those, they never thought they'd be used for lamp stands. This is nerve-wracking. Nice to have the tormic there, I tell you. There we go. That's going to be better. Ah, that's cutting better. Is that getting flare? You can't quite see what that's what I'm doing. But if you can see, I can't, so I'm sorry, we're going to have a bit of flare there. What you don't want to do is slip. And you can use a router Once you've defined this line, you can use a router to get most of the waste out, but if I can get away without using it, I would prefer not to. The downside with a big oval, it takes a lot longer to do than a small oval. But you don't want to rush it. Oh, hi, Mark. Good day. Oh, hang on. Let me go. Where are we? Some more have snuck in. Did you make the box as well, or are you just... No, we did the whole box. It was all made on live stream. So I'll eventually get the video parts out and we'll put it up as a project on YouTube. So if you want to check out the previous streams where we actually made it, it's Chilean burl veneer with Macassar ebony edge banding and poplar burl inserts here. The Patera that I just made is New Guinea rosewood on the outside and ash burl veneer on the inside. And then I don't know what else I'm going to do. If I can get this out nice and cleanly, I might put a ring around it. If I can't and I slip and I mess it up, I'll put some scalloping around it, I think. We'll just see how we go. It's good to have alternatives. Great to have alternatives. Oh, Ed, g'day mate. Lovely to have you in. Oh, thanks Nicholas. I enjoyed that. Loved your work. Thank you. Mark, hi Steve, just joined the stream. Is there a reason why Monday stream is not about? Yeah, because I was embarrassed by it. It was a shocking one. I got some pretty hurtful comments actually. So I thought I won't put it up, but what I will do, I'll take out, it was all to do with that cabriole leg, which I said I wasn't happy with, and somebody lampooned me and really got into me because I didn't have a sharp bandsaw blade. Well, hello, duh. If I'd had a replacement blade, I would have used it, but the blades I have wouldn't have done that cabriole leg. So I thought, well, I'll take it down, but what I will do is I might take that cabriole leg bit out and just upload when we were working on the box, and then when I get a new blade, which shouldn't be too long, I'll do the leg again. But believe me, I won't use Coachwood this time. I'll use something nice like maple. So that's the reason I took it down. Yeah, like it gets me. I do this, I get paid by YouTube as much as sponsored, and people who join up, so if you like what you see, please hit subscribe, and if you want to become a member of the Woodworking Masterclass channel, that'd be lovely if you hit the join button. But I do it because I really enjoy woodwork, and I want to share what I do with other people that are interested. And I would say 9,999 people out of 10,000 are really good, but you get the occasional person that sort of, for whatever reason, I don't know, might be having a miserable life. But, you know, what was said was really not necessary. And if you didn't like it, well, fine, don't like it. You don't have to attack me personally. So that was the reason, anyway. But I'm feeling good, and I thought, stuff, and there are people out there that, as you've recorded, like doing what I do. I've never said I was perfect. I never said I was the best woodworker in the world. I reckon there's better woodworkers within 5 miles of where I live. But I have a go. I enjoy what I do. I enjoy interacting with people. And yeah, if it's not your cup of tea, well, that's fine. I'm not talking to anyone that's online at the moment, but that was just the reason behind it. Let's see how we go. We're looking all right, I think. Actually, I think, there's a, I don't know where my, oh, there it is. We'll give this a burl. The thing that does amuse me is the people that get into you, and as I said, most people are really good, but you get the occasional person that's got an unhappy life and they just want to blame someone else for it, and they don't have a YouTube channel, or if they do, they've got, you know, their pet dog and themselves as members. So anyway, that's not a rant, that was just a little thing. I hadn't had a rant for a while, things have been going well. I tell you what I did do today, as I mentioned, I sold a couple of machines, just really old machines that I was going to do up at one stage. And I thought, no, I most likely won't get around to doing it, so I didn't. And this chap rang up and said, oh, are they available? I said, yeah. And he said, oh, do you deliver? And I thought, oh, yeah, I'll deliver. So I went and delivered it and met this wife and this guy and his wife, and he's going to do them up. So I was really, really happy with that, because someone's going to actually put new life into these machines, and they were Australian-made ones. There we go, look at that. I was going to try and save the oval if I could, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. I'm so engrossed in what I'm doing, I'm not talking to anyone. I'm focused. Focused. Yeah, well, I'm not overly... I don't mind this Veritas, but it comes loose pretty quick. Which is a little bit disconcerting. Starting to look good now. It's, as I said before, if I did make a mistake and I went through into the surrounding groundwork, I've got alternatives. So it's always good to have a plan B just in case you make a botch up of something. And what I would do in this case, if I'd gone too far, which I shouldn't be too soon because I can still do it, is I would make an annulus for it and scallop it. So it'll give me an extra 1/4 of an inch all the way around if something did go drastically wrong. Yeah, I'm a bit disappointed with this. Oh, that's carrying on. But if you can get down and get cut right through the veneer into the substrate, generally you've got a nice definition line then, so your cutter will punctuate it when it gets to that cut-off line like that, so it just breaks off. But you've got to make sure you get it there. If not, it can do some horrible things. Even that's a bit touch and go. I think I'll go back to that with a knife in a minute. Better to be safe than sorry. Okay, confident with that one, so I should be able to Just cut that one off now. There you go. And this bit here. So make sure I'm through. Fingers crossed. There you go. That's pretty good. Now obviously, which I haven't mentioned, if you're going to do something like this, you have to know the depth of the veneer that you're using. I know that this is the same thickness as the veneer I was using there, so I don't have a problem with that. But if you didn't know and you cut it too deep, then you're going to have to build it up. Or if you cut it too shallow, you're going to have to make it deeper. Or else by the time you sand your design, you could actually sand through all the work that you've done. A little bit of that grey stuff's okay. Not too worried about it. So I might as well clean it up as best I can. Look at that. The cordless router. Hardly no noise. Okay. Oh. Sue says good morning. She's taking the day off. You only went to work for one day on Monday. Or is it because it's Graham's birthday you can have the day off? That's fair enough. Have fun. Oh, well, I'm going to try a Lee Nelson one. I don't know. Alan, I don't know. When I was doing that, it was just going funny. Perhaps I should do what you did. I'll ring them up and have a whinge. You never know. All right, let's see. Here we go. Let's put it in. It's going to fit. Oh, look at that. It's going to fit too. Beautiful. So now what we do is we take all this plastic off and then we'll glue it down. Hey, I was out of your way today, Alan. I had to go to Goodna. Okay, here we go. Now all this comes off. That's the boss. Yeah, I've just got to glue this in. What, are you going to come and say hello?
No, I'm not.
Why?
Because it's 20 late, I've had my shower.
And she's got a nightie on.
I've got my nightie on.
Yeah, no, be up in the tick. I've just got to glue this down. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm happy with that. Very, very happy with that. We won't see the full result until it's... Look at that. Until it's fully sanded up. I'll just put that in there like that. And then this one goes in there like that. And we can turn that off so you can see it even much more better. And we'll glue it down. And again, I like hide glue because if I was using PVA, I can get creep on it, which I don't really want. So I'll just give this a bit of a touch on the back. And we'll pop that over. And it's going to look spectacular. You gotta be pretty quick when you're doing this though. Whoop, well, I got that the right way or the wrong way? That's better. I had it around the wrong way. Let's rub that down. So they're a great little veneering hammer you can get, a little cross pane. Good for getting those little corners in. Trouble being it swells up, so you've got to be very, very quick to get it in and get a top on it. And we'll clamp that down. A little bit there's just coming up. Run the hand over, another one there. And that's feeling pretty darn good. Let me just get a board, put on there, and I'll tighten it up. And that is that. And I'll take it off tomorrow, and I reckon she's going to look pretty schmick, to tell you the truth. And then I better go up, because if you saw the look that I got, it wasn't, oh, how are you? It was, what are you doing down here? You said you're going to be here for an hour. Yeah, I know, but I've got more done than I wanted to get done, so I'm happy. And apologies if I haven't been too chatty. It's just that when I'm doing stuff like this, you can't afford to be chatty. There you go. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay, that's done. Let me have a look. Where are we up to? Oh, nice. Lunch on your birthday too. Steve, I enjoyed Monday's stream, by the way. Ray made mention of a previous video that you did on making one of those. Yeah, that was much better. I appreciated that. I might reload that one, actually. Okay, you do that, Alan. We'll try it out. Why don't you make use of your overhead camera? Time at the moment. Time, I'm doing so many different projects. I haven't even utilised that, but I've got few projects I've got to get done. I've got to finish tidying this shed up so I can move around. I've got 2 front sheds to tidy up. I've got to move my blacksmithing stuff. I've got to finish building a toilet. I've got to finish doing the classroom. And yeah, then I might look at me overhead. You're welcome, David. Pleased you enjoyed it. All right, well, that's it because the boss has come down and I better go. So thank you, one and all. The mods that were here, the people that joined in. Sorry I wasn't super chatty, but that had to get done. But I'll pull this off tomorrow. Might do a quick stream so you can see it. And hopefully I want to get all the little bits and pieces of making this box and put it together, and we'll put that on YouTube. As I said before, if you like what you see, please hit the subscribe button and notification so you know what I'm streaming. If you'd like to become a member, and I noticed there's some new members on there, Mark and Michael, Ed, that's the little black wheels. People that just joined. The green wheels are people that have been with me for 2 months, so you can keep on going. What I will do, I've got one blooper to put in, and then I'll upload any questions people ask me that are members. I do a video and then I put that up on the channel, and that goes into the community for members as a knowledge bank that other people can refer to. So that's it. Thank you, one and all. Just a quick one. This is Steve pulling the shed door down, saying remember to keep it sharp. More importantly, keep it safe, look after yourself. Thanks for your company, and I look forward to having you in the workshop, at the bench, again very, very soon. In the meantime, look after yourself, be kind to each other, and I'll catch you very, very soon. Bye for now.